Now, we recently met January and her fiancé, Michael. You see, prior to coming on our show, January was horrified that she found not one, but 3 explicit videos in Michael's phone of him having sexual contact with other women. Now, Michael had no choice but to admit to those 3 women, but January feared that there were more.
I feel like I am going crazy. When I saw the sex tapes Michael made, I died inside.
This stress has caused you physical pain.
A lot of physical pain. All the cheating you've done has physically and mentally hurt me.
Tell me about this first tape that you found.
All I saw was a woman's head going up and down. And I saw Michael's hands.
You could tell it was Michael.
Oh, yes, there was no denying it, and he admitted it.
Did you confront him each time?
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Every time we get into a dispute or a little bit of an argument, she throws it right in my face.
Yeah, it's true.
I go to the corner store, I'm getting accused of cheating on her.
Yes, because I don't trust him.
Do you think he's just meeting these women when he goes out to the corner store?
And there's women just like there's men everywhere.
How come you sleep on the couch?
Because she'll put me out.
But Maury, why do I want him in the bed when I just found a video of a woman with him doing sexual intercourse with him?
Now, the story was a bit complicated, so we enlisted the help of our good friend, Karamo Brown, who helped us uncover the truth when he sat down with Michael. Take a look.
What happened and why did you do it?
Me and my wife were arguing a lot. I found myself sleeping on the couch, not communicating with my wife about my feelings. I wasn't expecting it to happen. I was hanging out with my friend, had a female friend over, and we were just connecting, and one thing led to another.
What steps are you going to take to prove to January that you're not going to cheat on her anymore?
Be honest, that's all I could do.
When these temptations might come up again?
No, I'm definitely not going to ever step out of this relationship again, Maury. I'm not putting her
you got
through
a
that.
lot to prove to me.
Have you had sexual contact with any of the 3 women? More than the one time January is aware of. You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Since you admitted to cheating on January, have you had any sexual contact with any other woman? You said no. You're telling the truth.
You passed that you haven't had sex with anybody after you told me. So I give you that credit.
This next story, unbelievable. A few days before appearing on our show, a woman named Shay found out that a man named Kilo could be her biological father. Now, Kilo had a history on our show and had been accused of fathering 2 babies. So before we delve into Shay's story, take a look at Kilo's first 2 appearances.
Kilo is the father of my son, Keontae. This bitch, Sterling, she's telling another man, Ray, that he's my son's father.
Kilo.
She was staying with Ray. I'm trying to figure out if she was staying with Ray.
It's funny,
She need to
Maury,
figure
I'm
out
sorry.
if that's Ray, baby.
I'm not the one sitting here with 7 different baby mamas, baby.
And that...
I got pregnant in April, so what is you saying?
You were at my house in April.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
My concern is for the child and for his father.
You ain't got...
Kilo, you are not the father. Ray, you are the father. 1 year later, Kilo returned because a woman named Kateria was claiming that he was the father of her 1-year-old daughter, Shaquila.
They don't have no kind of resentment of me. You feel what I'm saying?
She look just like you. What is you talking about?
The fact that I started finding numbers in her phone, she had
So I can have numbers. You got all these girls on
numbers in her
Facebook.
phone.
You got all these friends, all these girls that
one of my family.
When it comes to 1-year-old Shaquila, Kilo, you are the father. So, as it turns out, Kilo was the father of 1 child, but not the other. So now it was time to try to solve this 25-year-old DNA mystery with Shay. Watch. It happened way back in high school, right?
Yeah, she was like my childhood girlfriend.
Did she ever tell you that she was pregnant?
No, she never told me that she was pregnant.
So you didn't know she had a baby?
No, sir, I did not know she had a child.
Think she looks like you?
Yes, she do. She's so adorable. I would love to be her father.
I apologize to you, and I feel bad about not telling you about Shay.
Did you ever think in all of these years trying to reach out to Kilo?
I could have found him if I wanted to, but I know I'm not for sure if Kilo is not Keisha's father.
This time, she need a father in her life, a male figure. A child is not completely like their mother and their father.
It was time to hear from Shay and uncover the DNA truth. You didn't know about Kilo until 3 days ago. Is that right?
Yes. It's hard because growing up, I didn't have a father.
What was your reaction that all of a sudden we found this man who might be your father?
I was very confused. I didn't know who he was. I still don't know who he is.
In the case of 25-year-old Shay, Kilo, you are not the father. Recently, we spoke to Kilo, Shay, and LaShonda, and you won't believe what's going on with them today.
Hey, Maury, thank you for having us on your show.
Guess what happened after the results?
Hey, Maury, I'm back. Thank you for having us on the show. One thing I know, it takes a real man to be a father. I'm that guy.
Kilo has been an awesome dad to me and checks on me every single day.
Even though Kilo is not Shay's father, this experience has truly changed our lives.
Bye, Maury. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who could forget Angelia? You see, Angelia's journey on our show began 2 years ago when she came here to prove to her boyfriend, Drew, that he was the father of her daughter, Elena. Now, take a look at those first 2 appearances.
That's not my nose! The forehead, like everything!
You think that she looks like me does not mean she is mine.
Oh, I see you rubbing stomach.
The whole pregnancy, he was rubbing my feet, he was giving me nice back massages, he was talking about what we were gonna name her.
Drew, you are not. 1 year later, Angelia and Drew were back. This time, Drew was denying their new baby, 4-month-old Aviana.
Look at them big-ass ears! Those eyes! His nose!
You don't stop talking long enough to hear the truth when you hear it.
Because I'm tired of you trying to deny a baby that looks exactly like you.
In the case of 4-month-old Aviana, Drew, you are the father. After that last show, Angelia and Drew got married. They welcomed a 3rd child, Dahlia. But when Drew got very suspicious with a message he found in Angelia's phone, he demanded a 3rd DNA test. So with the help of her sister Tanya, Angelia was determined to silence his denials. When you told Drew that you were pregnant with Dahlia, was he happy?
I wouldn't say that he was happy. I mean, he was kind of worried. You know, we had 2 kids already. A 3rd was going to be really hard.
That wasn't how it was.
It is, because you never. When did you let me just cry on your shoulder?
He found a message on your phone.
We were talking about how another person that I know had stepped out on her man, and she wasn't sure if the baby was her husband's.
He changed after he saw those messages, didn't he?
Yeah, he became a heartless. I felt like I was a hoe off the streets.
What do you think about Drew denying Dahlia?
Just another thing that he's doing.
Did you have any doubts before you found these messages?
I mean, it's always in the back of my head, you know.
How long are you gonna keep doing this to her?
In the case of 7-month-old Dahlia, Drew, you are the father.
I told you!
All right.
I want an apology from all of you.
Yep.
Did the drama finally end for this couple after the show? Take a look at this video update that Angelia sent.
Hey, Maury, thanks for having us back on your show.
I feel so much better knowing all that, and a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Things are a lot better now. I was super paranoid after that first appearance.
Now that everything's been figured out, we can focus more on our relationship, and who knows, maybe we'll be on your show again.
Thanks again. We appreciate you so much. Bye, Maury.
You are not the father.